We're going to quickly break away from the White House and the president with the Chicago Cubs. Martin Luther King III, the son of the late Martin Luther King Jr., has just wrapped up a meeting with the president-elect. He's now in the lobby speaking with reporters. Let's listen in.
Mr. King, as you know, Representative Lewis still has the scars from the March on Selma. Were you offended by the president-elect's tweet that Representative Lewis is all talk and no action?
First of all, I think that in the heat of emotion, a lot of things get said on both sides. And I think that at some point, I am, as John Lewis and many others are, a bridge builder. The goal is to bring America together and Americans. We are a great nation, but we must become a greater nation. And what my father represented, my mother represented through her life, what I hope that I'm trying to do is always bring people together.
Sir, you know many African Americans are very concerned about a Trump presidency. A woman came in here last week and told me he's going to have black people up against the wall, both literally and figuratively. Did he allay your concerns that he'll be a president for all people, black and white?
Well, certainly he said that he is going to represent Americans. He said that over and over again. And I think that we will continue to evaluate that. I think that the nation supports, I believe that that's his intent. But I think also we have to consistently engage with pressure, public pressure. It doesn't happen automatically. My father and his team understood that, did that. And I think that Americans are prepared to do that.
But sir, if I may follow up, isn't there something that just cuts to your core when you hear the president-elect refer to John Lewis as all talk and no action? I mean, nothing could be further from the truth, isn't that right? John Lewis is not all talk and no action.
No, absolutely, I would say John Lewis has demonstrated that he's action. As I said, things get said on both sides in the heat of emotion. And at some point, this nation, we've got to move forward. We can't stay on. I mean, people are literally probably dying. We need to be talking about how do we feed people? How do we clothe people? How do we create the best education system? That's what we need to be focused on.
On this day, what would your father's message be to President-elect Trump? What do you think your father's message would be to President-elect Trump?
This is the final answer I'm going to have because I'm going to reiterate what I just said. I think my father would be very concerned about the fact that there are 50 or 60 million people living in poverty, and somehow we've got to create the climate for all boats to be lifted. In America, with a multi-trillion-dollar economy, $20 trillion almost, it's insanity that we have poor people in this nation. That's unacceptable. And when we work together, we know we can roll up our sleeves. There's nothing that we as Americans can't do. Thank you very much.
Our Martin Luther King III speaking out about this latest controversy surrounding Representative John Lewis, the civil rights leader, the civil rights icon, who said the other day that the president-elect was not a legitimate president because the Russians had interfered in the U.S. election, causing a reaction from the president-elect on Twitter itself. You know, Gloria,